Aloha. So I wanted to create a video around bringing in the understanding of what's happening on the planet, how to empower yourself so that you feel courageous going through this uncertain time. And I did a video prior to this that when I was triggered, and I should not have done a video when I was triggered. I wasn't grounded. I was angry and frustrated. And now I feel more grounded. So I wanted to put this video out, and I feel like I'm in a more loving place. So I'm not perfect, everybody. And if that video that I sent out triggered you, I apologize. I was completely triggered by what is happening in the world. And this is a video on understanding what's going on, so that you can feel empowered and go through this time of uncertainty, knowing that everything is going to work out, because it really is. So my first message is my heart goes out to those people who have lost a loved one from this virus. It is a real virus. I also want to acknowledge those people who have gone through the virus and are still suffering from the ailments of the virus or the consequences of the virus. I truly believe that your body can heal. I think that the biggest thing that you can do for yourself to heal is to detox the body, a complete overhaul detox of your system. And there's different ways that you can do that. So definitely. The last video I did was on the immune system. I would really highly recommend that you look at that if you are still struggling with stuff. Actually, I'd recommend everybody to look at that one, because it's how you keep your immune system strong. And detoxing, there's a lot of different protocols for that, but that's the number one thing I would do. I would detox my system. I would boost it with the most amazing vitamins and minerals from plant-based foods and supplements. I would be drinking tons of clean filtered water, eating organic food, getting the exercise that I can do, or the exercise that I'm able to do. That's what I would be doing. And then I would be meditating, and I would be connecting with people in a loving way, and connecting with my pets, and getting as much love frequency as I can. So on that note, I want to talk about frequency. Your body is frequency. That fear that we had, that I've been tossing and turning nights, unable to sleep, things like that. I'm sure I'm not alone in that. That frequency emanates out into the field. And you have to excuse my voice. I was at a rally yesterday, and lots of rah-rah. So my voice is a little rash today. But you have to understand the frequency, not only of your body, but of the planet and of what's happening with the planet. We are all in this together on a global scale. That means the entire planet's energy is shifting and it is changing. The solar system that we're in is actually going through, and NASA has confirmed this, so if you check it out on NASA, going through an energetical field. So every single planet in our solar system has a high vibrational field, has a more energetic frequency in that planet. So we have not been taught the power that is in our body. We have never been taught. Why do we have an intuition? What is that? What is our intuition? Why is it that we'll be thinking about somebody and then they'll call? Why is it that we just will know things, or we'll know when somebody's staring at us? We can feel that. What is that about? That has never been taught in schools. That has been kept from us. And here is you. You have in every single cell of your body, in every single atom of your body, in every single proton of your body, enough information holographically to recreate the entire universe. That's huge. What that is energy, is a frequency. That is a frequency. The empty space that is around me is not empty. This is a frequency field that we are walking through, like fish that swim through water. They don't know they're swimming through water. We don't know. We walk through a vibrational frequency every day of every moment of our entire lives. Our heart is more powerful. It is actually 100 times more electrically powerful than our thoughts, and 5,000 times more magnetically powerful than our brain. The heart emanates a frequency out into the field. So you can be thinking a thought. This is why affirmations don't work as well as we would like them to work. Sometimes they do work in certain ways, but it's because you line up the frequency of the words and not the words. So you can be thinking a thought, you know, I am prosperous, I am wealthy, but your body is, the frequency of your body is being in scarcity. That doesn't line up. So what's happening right now on the planet is that there are a lot of systems that are breaking down, a lot, and they have to break down. The child trafficking, the child rape and murder of our, what we call our keiki, our kids. Over 800,000 children go missing every single year. Where are these kids going? And so let me just pause on that, because that just it really breaks my heart, as I'm sure all of us are touched by that. So how is this connected to COVID and what is happening around the world? There are hundreds of indictments of pedophilias of our major leaders around the world. Those are not being really shown in the media as much as the fear of this COVID virus. So COVID is real. It is a real virus. It will, people have gotten sick. People have died from this. And like I said, my heart goes out to the people who have transitioned out of their bodies from this and who are suffering from the effects after the virus. And most people don't have any symptoms. So it's really hard. I live on the Big Island of Hawaii, and at the beginning of the season, of this flu season, we had tens of thousands of visitors on the islands, tens of thousands. We had a very low case rate and barely any deaths. 0 deaths on the Big Island up until this last month, which we have had 2 now. Now we have had over 10,000 cases, but we have 14-day quarantines. So I'm thinking, are all the cases, are they 14-day quarantines? No, they're not. So what is up with these cases? We've had most people who get the virus don't even have any symptoms at all. And so that is really confusing. It also is alarming to me when one case of COVID gets over, the state gets $300,000 per case. And I don't want to go into conspiracy theories, but it just is something to question. And it really bothers me that hospitals get more money for COVID cases. That should not be the case. So this virus is real. People are dying. A lot of people, we have the lowest flu deaths in the history of the island here, the lowest. So what am I trying to say? I am trying to say that your heart, trust your heart, and trust your heart to do what is right for you. For me, it has been to make a stand that this, what is happening isn't right and is against our freedoms. It has changed our way of life. It has, businesses have closed. Some will never open again, and there have been generations of businesses here. The stress and the anxiety that is mentally affecting everyone on the planet isn't being even brought up when it should be, because that affects your immune system. And then the other thing I want to share is that systems need to break down. So this virus is here, and it's not going away, and it is going to change our entire way of life. The economic system is, in my opinion, and from what I have studied, is collapsing. I believe the dollar has gone in a place where it can't return, and that is a scary, uncertain time. And I know that a better system is coming up. I know a better system is coming in place. So there's a lot of things that are happening. You may or may not agree with me. You may think, Michelle, you're crazy, and that's okay with me. We don't have to agree on that, on what's happening in the world. But I think we can agree on one thing, that we all want peace. We all want to be safe. We all want our family, friends, and strangers to be protected. And we all want a world where we're free. We're free to to have our own autonomy, to be sovereign beings that we are. We have natural rights, natural laws that our body and our way of living has the right to. We have the right to gather with each other. We have the right to breathe fresh air. We have the right to make choices of our own medical autonomy. So I want to call in that. I want to call in what it is that we want versus what we don't agree on. So I'd love to do a meditation with you and to bring that in, because the frequency of our bodies do manifest things, not our thoughts. The frequency of our bodies, our intuition that knows when to do things, that pulls us to taking action. My intuition knew something isn't right. And I've studied a lot of different things that I'm not going to go into, but my intuition was like, Michelle, you have to do what's right. Even if it's scary, even if people are going to disagree with you, you have to follow your heart. And following my heart means protesting, means speaking out. And that is something that I know I have to do, that I know I was brought to the earth to do at this time. If you're watching this, if you're here on the planet, it's not a mistake that you're here. You're meant to be here at this time in history. Your higher self chose your parents, chose the area of the world that you would live in, chose the major passions that you would have, and also the trauma. But it didn't know how your personality would end up, because that is a free will that we all have and that we all live into as we go through our life, living in trauma with the relationships that we create with each other. So this life and this world right now that we're living in, you're meant to be here at this time. You chose to be here. And I just want to honor your courage for being here at this time in history. It's not a mistake that you're here. And I want us to bring back aloha to the world. Bring aloha into the world. Aloha is a way of being. It's like, I see you. You matter to me. And it's about community. It's about love. And let's do that together. Let's bring the frequency of our cells of our body. We're going to emanate it out into the field, and we're going to line up the planet with freedom, with safety, with protection, with the knowingness that we are getting through this and we are so empowered, and that we will thrive from whatever comes out of this time. I also want to honor the nurses and the doctors and say you guys are heroes. In my book, you are on the front lines. And I also want to honor the doctors who've been censored. The video I did on the immune system was taken from an interview of a doctor that was censored. And many doctors have treated and cured COVID. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to say cured, or I'm not sure. People have recovered from COVID with their treatments. And that needs to be discussed. It needs to be put out into the mainstream news. And unfortunately, it is not. So that's another thing to question. Why are doctors being censored? Doctors who have helped thousands of people. Why is it their treatments are being censored? So these are just more questions. So now after that, I do want to do a kind of meditation, dropping in, grounding. And let's do that together. So just relax in your seat. Take a deep breath. Inhale and exhale with a sigh. Let your body just relax, knowing that in this moment, in this very moment, you are taken care of and all is well. Notice your heart rate is beating. Without a to-do list on your part, you don't have to do a thing. You're just sitting there. Notice you just took a breath. You didn't have to ask your body to do it. Your body is running you so that you can have a human experience right here, right now. Your immune system is strong and is vibrant, and it is protecting you right now in this moment. In this moment, there's 1 billion processes happening in your body, in the cells of your body per second. You don't have to do anything but just sit here and be still. Notice the fabric of your clothes on your skin. Notice the temperature that's around your body. And now I want you to notice the feeling that you're having in your body. Whatever feeling it is, whether it's fear, discomfort, anxiety, maybe there's even some joy or some peace, that would be wonderful. And I want you to breathe into that feeling and let that feeling expand, like your breath is blowing a balloon up around that feeling, and it's expanding down your limbs and going out into the field of empty spaces around you. So breathe into the feeling of whatever feeling you have without trying to fix it, make it right or wrong or good or bad, because there is nothing to fix about you. There is nothing to fix. You are completely fine just the way that you are, and you are more powerful than you can even ever imagine. And we're going to open up that power right now. So I want you to breathe into that frequency which is an emotion in your body, and let whatever feeling you have, just let it be. Make it stronger, whatever it is, even if it's fear. Breathe into it. And once you start to breathe into it and expand that emotion, you're going to notice that it starts to dissolve. The feeling starts to change. The frequency starts to change because you're aware of it and you're breathing into it with your breath. And now I want you to feel the frequency that's around your body. Feel into the empty space that goes from your body all to the walls, around the furniture, up to the ceiling, up to the floor. Feel into that frequency like you could touch it. With your breath, feel into that frequency with your body. And now find that place in your body that knows you are safe, that knows your body is strong, that knows your body can heal you, because it can. We have dealt with viruses for over 150,000 years, and your body is powerful. So breathe into the knowingness that you are safe. And now breathe into that area in your body that knows that you are free, that you are a sovereign being with natural rights. And I want you to remember a time when you felt joy and freedom. Maybe you were on a boat or a houseboat or camping or hiking someplace beautiful or out to dinner with friends, laughing before this whole COVID thing, before everything. Remember a time that you felt free and you felt safe and you felt joy. Maybe it was the birth of your first child or your wedding, special anniversary or birthday. Call up that memory right now and find that feeling, that frequency, because feelings are frequencies in your body, and emanate it out into the field. And now feel the frequency of the planet combining with your frequency, because she always does. The planet always, her energy is always combining with yours. And it currently is. So I want you to notice and become aware that the frequency of the planet, the earth underneath you, is connected to your frequency. And now I want you to inhale into that. And as you exhale, I want you to feel that frequency expand throughout your neighborhood, that frequency of peace, of protection, of knowing that you are always kept safe, that you have inalienable rights, that you are a sovereign being. And I want you to feel that frequency go out into your town, touching all of the humans, touching anybody who needs some hope, touching anybody who needs some peace, some health, some energy, some freedom, touching their hearts. And notice how your heart and their heartbeat are connecting now and syncing together, and your entire town's heartbeat is syncing with each other as one heartbeat. And now emanate that frequency out to your state or your province or wherever you're at in the world, touching every single human being, giving them hope, energy, feeling that area where they feel free, and they know that they are sovereign, even if they don't know it consciously. And now emanating that frequency out even further, out to other continents and around the globe. So right now, all of the people, including you, our heart rates are sinking as one. And we know that we are safe. And we know our bodies are powerful. And we know that we are free. And we know we are sovereign. And we know that our children are safe and protected. And I see this planet from a solar system perspective and see a beautiful white light, and the planet is pulsating with the beat of all of the humans, all of our heartbeats together as one. The entire planet is now beating a beautiful white light of safety, of protection, of sovereignty, and of peace. And it is emanating out into the solar system that this planet is free, that this planet is sovereign, that all beings on this planet are safe and protected. Feeling the frequency of that emanate out to the universe. Knowing that this is the time of awakening. This is the time where systems that no longer serve the people are broken down. This is the time of the soup mix of chaos, organized chaos that will and is turning into a new life with new systems that bring about more prosperity, more strength, more freedom for all people, more safety, better medical systems, that all people can have the access to the best care that they possibly can have, that all people are prosperous in a way they've never known before, that all people are safe and free to be who they are on the planet, to make their own autonomy choices with health, vaccines, that they get to choose what's right for their ohana, their family, that this is a place of freedom like we have never known. And this is a place where people love each other and connect with each other through love, through peace, through joy, and release fear in the knowingness that their bodies are strong, that your body is strong, that this is a place where people hold each other to the highest, knowing that we are all taken care of, that we are vibrational frequencies of light, and that we are made from the one photon of light that started it all, which was love. And we emanate out the knowingness that this is so. And we give so much gratitude for our higher selves for taking this journey, and we acknowledge the courage that it has taken to be on the planet at this time in history. We acknowledge ourselves. We acknowledge and give so much gratitude for our guides that guide us every day. We give so much gratitude to the angels that support us, protect us, keep us safe, keep our planet moving in the direction of light. And we give so much gratitude for the earth, for Mother Gaia, for her strength and endurance of us, and her love for us, that she grows the food that we eat, never asks for anything in return. We give so much gratitude to Mother Earth right now. Thank you so much. The earth underneath you, the air that you're breathing, the plants that are growing into the food that we'll be consuming, the trees that are emanating oxygen and pulling out carbon dioxide to keep us breathing. Thank you, planet. Thank you, Mother Earth. And acknowledging yourself for your courage and your bravery, and giving compassion for anything that you have gone through in this last months of this COVID. acknowledging your time when you were restless and anxious and and in uncertainty or unable to sleep, giving yourself some compassion and some love and appreciation that you always know what to do as you follow your heart, the most powerful organ in the body, the organ, the very first organ that was created when you were conceived, the organ that is more powerful than your brain, that actually thinks and remembers. We acknowledge our heart, we acknowledge our life, we acknowledge our courage and our bravery to question, and we acknowledge the knowingness that we know what to do, what is right for us. Breathe into that, knowing that you are meant to be here. It is literally a miracle that you are born. Breathing into your body, feeling the temperature that's around your body, coming back into this space, into the room, wiggling your toes and your fingers. When you're ready, slowly open your eyes. I send you so much aloha and so much mahalo for being here at this time in history. You are such a brave soul. And again, if COVID has touched your life that was fatal for someone you loved, much heart, much love goes to you, much compassion goes to you and your family, because I know your lives will never be the same. And this is the time that is going to transform our world into something that is greater than we've ever known, because it is that time. This is when the goddess comes back. This is when the feminine energy comes back. That is this time. So hang on, love yourself, love your neighbor, be kind. If somebody is not wearing a mask, trust that it is going to be okay, because it really, really is. We come together as in unity, as a one planet that will move through this and come out of it stronger than we ever have. Much love to you. Aloha.